today I want you to look into our Google Classroom and see some of the different things that we are able to do there. So as soon as you open up your internet browser, I need you to go to Google Classroom. Up in the top, you type in the web address there, and it's classroom.google.com. Once it comes to this screen, you need to remember that you're logging in first with your school district email address, which is your student ID number, at stu.sandy.net. Then you're going to click Next. On the next screen, you'll have to enter your same exact email address again. And the same Active Directory password that you used to log in to your netbook. Kind of a pain, but we don't have any choice. You always have to do a double login. When you have it both in there, go ahead and click Sign In. We're starting in Classroom today because I want you to see what you can do with a couple different assignments that I have put on there. So I'm using Nicole's account, and you can see that it pops up a little information window, and it's going to do that for you a lot while you're first getting used to Google Classroom. So it says new calendar view of your work with a due date is automatically added to your calendar. Find it in this menu. Already use Google Calendar, add a class to it from About. So I've read it, so I'm just going to click Got It. So what that means is if I click here on About, I can see that I have a Google Drive folder called 8th Grade Science, and I have a little calendar here that says View in Classroom. That opens up a view of the calendar with the due dates within Google Classroom. But sometimes it's nice to see it in Google Calendar, so I can also open that up. Google Calendar is another one of the features that we have with our Google Classroom account. So I can see it's showing me here the week, both of the assignments we have, and I can move it to the month view. This is a really nice way that you can pace out your assignments. I did open it in Google Calendar, so you can see it's a separate window. If you don't want to look at it anymore, you can close it from up there. So I'm going to go back to the stream to see what assignments are listed, and I'm going to start with the first assignment that's listed there for calculating accuracy and precision. This is the assignment that we started last week, so we all did the accuracy and precision notes in class. If you missed that, you're able to watch this video and to make up those notes. I want to show you something on the video really quick. So if you click on the video, all of these videos are stored in YouTube, and most of the time on the screen it's going to tell you that you don't have access to it and you need to sign in. So up here in the top right hand corner, you'll just have to click sign in again, and then you shouldn't have any problem viewing the video. This one doesn't seem to have a problem playing, so that's good. This assignment, the Bikini Bottom Olympics homework, is a PDF, which means it's not something that you are required to write in or that you can type on. This is basically just a way that you could reprint the assignment if you lost it, and there are no more extra copies in the classroom. You can see too at the top that it opened it in a new window, so in order to get back to the classroom, you have to close that window. The third thing that I want you to look at is here where it says Reporting Accuracy and Precision Exit Slip. Underneath it, you can see the type of file that it is, and it's called a Google Docs. So I want you to click there for me, please. While that's opening, back in the 8th grade science classroom, in the About section, there's a Google Drive folder associated with this class called 8th grade science. So if you click on that, it'll open up your Google Drive. Your Google Drive is basically just like a big hard drive in order to store all of your documents that you're creating in class. If you see on the top, it creates kind of a cookie crumb path to get to the different files that you have. Everyone has My Drive, and then any classes you have in Classroom create separate file folders. So if you click on Classroom, this is, again, Nicole's account, so you can see that 8th grade science is the only class that Nicole has right now in Google Classroom, and this is where I would recommend storing your files. So I'm going to go back to the document that I opened up called Reporting Accuracy and Precision. So what you can see on this file is the assignment that I'm asking you to do, but you'll notice that you can't type on it. So if I'm trying to type on the keyboard, nothing happens. It says right here that it's a view-only file. If I made it so that all of you can type in it, then what you would see the next time you open it would be somebody else's work. So all the files that I give you that I want you to return to me, I'm going to set as a view-only file. What you do when you get this type of file is that you will go to the File menu here on the left side. Then you will click where it says Make a Copy. And it's going to give you a new name for your document. And I don't want you to keep it as Copy Of, because that's kind of silly. So you're going to get rid of where it says Copy Of. And I would leave the title, and you're going to do your last name. Actually, this is Nicole's, but I'm going to type my last name just so I know to delete it. And then I'm going to also put the period that I have science. And then the symbol that I'm doing in between those is called the underscore. So you have to do the shift and you hit the minus button that's right next to the 0. Once you've created your new document copy, you're going to click here where it says OK. You'll see at the top that it's opening your document in a different window. Just to keep things clear, I'm going to go back to the one that just says Reporting Accuracy and Precision, not the one that I've added my name to. And I'm going to close that because I don't want to use it anymore. So this document here is what would be my assignment. So I can type into it the information that I need to, my name, the date, the period, and it has the directions. And then here it has the questions that you should do. In order for you to get this assignment graded, you're going to need to share it. So to share it, it's up in the top right-hand corner, and you're going to click where it says Share. Right now, you're going to be sharing this file with Ms. Tarshis only. If you start to type my name, it starts with R, T-A-R, you'll see that it pops up. And you want to make sure that you have it set here on the right that I can edit it. You want me to be able to look at it and to comment on it and to give you any sort of feedback. So you're going to make it so it says can edit. Later on when we're creating documents that you are going to be creating in Teams, you're going to want to add more people so that you can add the other people in your team to it, and then all of you can work on the same document at the same time. For right now, you just need me on any document that you do so that I can grade it. Where it says add a note, you don't have to, but it's just kind of a typical online habit to usually try to add a note. So I'm going to write, hi, Miss T, here is my assignment. Thanks, Nicole. And then at the bottom, I'm going to click send. It's kind of like attaching the document to an email and emailing it to someone, but we don't have email capabilities. And you can see right there that I get a message right away that Nicole has sent me a document. So I'm going to just click that. The nice thing about Google is that it automatically saves all your changes. You can see that right here. It says every change you make is automatically saved in Drive. The last edit was 2 minutes ago. So after I've typed in this assignment and I've submitted everything I want, all I have to do is share it with Ms. Tarshis one time. So all you have to do is share it with Ms. Tarshis one time, and then it is constantly shared with her. So any edits that you do, she can see. So we can get a look of where it is. At the top, I want you to close the file. And then you should still have the link open, so where it says Classroom Google Drive. If you click where it says 8th grade science, if you click back to where it says My Drive, you can see your assignment. So we're going to need to move it into the file folder for science. So if you right click on the file, you're going to click where it says Move To. And in the classroom, you're going to double click, and then 8th grade science, you're going to click once, and then click Move. You'll see it disappear from the main part of your drive. So now if you double click on classroom, double click on 8th grade science, you'll be able to double click and open up your assignment. And there it is. So I'm going to close that again. So here again is your Google Drive. Anything that's listed under My Drive would be something that you've created. Something that's listed here under Shared with Me would be something that, like let's say someone else in your class has created and then decided to share it with you. Even though you have a document that I shared with you, the reason that it doesn't come under Shared with Me is because you created a copy of it. I'm going to go back to My Drive and close it at the top. Go back to the stream. So once I have completed those assignments, I can click here where it says Open. And I know that I just did my Bikini Bottom Olympics. I know I have my notes, and I just did that Google Doc for the exit slip. So I can click right here and put Mark as Done. It says if you don't need to attach work to an assignment, you can mark it as done. The only work that you would need to put on there would be the exit slip, and you've already shared it with me, so you don't have to add it. So again, this is just kind of an update since you're new to Google Classroom. So you're going to click Got It, and you are able, again, to add the file right here. So I'll just show you since we can do that. So I'm going to click on Add Google Drive, and it's going to take me to all of the files I have saved on my Google Drive. So I'm going to double click on Classroom, double click on 8th grade science, and there's my assignment. So I'm going to click on it and click Add. So it says on this page you can view or add files to your assignment before turning it in. Again, it's just telling me what I'm doing. So next. I can add more files to my assignment. And then when I'm done, I'm going to click here where it says Turn In. This document isn't done yet, so I'm not going to click Turn In for Nicole. But when I'm done, let me see that again. When I'm done, I'll click right here where it says Turn In. Since I don't want her to have that, I'm going to go ahead and delete it with the X mark. And I want you to look at the other assignment that you guys have to do. So do the back arrow. And the accuracy and precision slip is a Google form. So a Google form is different from a Google Doc. A Google form is similar to items that you've done before in class where you just type in the information and submit it. The nice thing now that you're logged into Google is that it automatically saves your username. So the only problem with that is that I don't know all of your student ID numbers. So I am going to ask you to again write down what is your name, what period you have science. It's just kind of an easy way for me to file it. And then in the spot you have where you're going to be able to answer. And then when you're done, you can click here where it says send me a copy of my responses. I'd recommend that just because it's an easy way for you to be able to see that you have in fact turned something in, and then you're going to click submit. You can only turn this in once, so I'm not going to submit it for Nicole. When you're done with doing a Google form, you'll see it opened up in a separate window, so you would just exit out to go back, and here you are back in your classroom.